The Houston Texans could be on the verge of shaking things up on defense, and it might involve a major trade of one of their key players. But who could be on the move? That's the burning question as training camp approaches. Stick around, because we're diving into the rumors and the real possibility that one of the Texans' defensive leaders could be traded. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the latest NFL news and analysis. The Houston Texans' defense wasn't exactly a weakness in 2024. In fact, they were one of the most feared units in the league. They had one of the top pass-rushing duos in the NFL, with star players who made opposing quarterbacks nervous every single game. But as great as their defense was, there's one player who didn't live up to expectations. And now, rumors are swirling that he could be shipped out of Houston. That player? Denico Autry. Autry was brought in to add another layer of pressure to an already strong pass rush. After a career year with the Tennessee Titans, where he racked up 11.5 sacks, the expectation was high. But the reality was much different. With a 6-game suspension to start the season, Autry was sidelined, and when he did return to the field, his production was far from stellar. In 2024, Autry finished the year with just 13 tackles and 3 sacks, a far cry from his previous years with the Titans. To put it simply, he didn't make the impact the Texans had hoped for. At 34 years old, it's hard to say whether he's just hit the twilight of his career, or if a change of scenery is what he needs to find that spark again. So, what happens if the Texans decide to move on from Denico Autry? A trade is definitely a possibility. With just 1 year left on his contract and a relatively affordable $6.6 million cap hit for the 2025 season, Autry could be an attractive option for a team in need of defensive line help. While he may not be the star he once was, there are plenty of teams who could use his experience and leadership and still, potentially, get value out of him. Take a team like the Tennessee Titans, where Autry spent the previous 3 seasons, for example. After a productive stint with them, would they be interested in bringing him back? They might be. Autry's familiarity with their system and his past production could make a return appealing. Then there are teams like the Miami Dolphins or the Atlanta Falcons, both of whom could use a seasoned pass rusher to add depth to their defensive lines. If those teams believe they're a piece away from making a playoff run, Autry could fit into their plans as a low-risk, high-reward type of move. When you look at the Texans' current roster, they're in a bit of a transition phase. With DeMeco Ryans at the helm, Houston has clearly made strides on defense, but they still have a lot of holes to fill. Autry's lack of production last season may be a sign that the Texans want to invest in younger talent, particularly at a position that can be so crucial in today's NFL, the pass rush. So what's next for Autry? Will he finish his career with the Texans? Or is a trade on the horizon? It's hard to say, but one thing is clear. The clock is ticking. As training camp gets underway, Autry's future in Houston could be decided sooner rather than later. If the Texans decide to make a move, don't be surprised to see a team take a shot at acquiring him, hoping that a change of scenery might be exactly what he needs to get back to his sack-splashing ways. If the Texans do decide to part ways with Denico Autry, it will be a decision that shapes the defense moving forward. But what do you think? Should the Texans trade Autry? Will he rebound elsewhere? Or is his career in decline? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. We're bringing you all the latest NFL rumors, trade talk, and team breakdowns, so stay tuned for more content coming your way. Until next time, I'm Your Name, and you've been watching Channel Name. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on everything NFL. Turn on your notifications so you never miss an update.